Alright, in a couple of previous videos I unboxed or unpackaged about 14 fidget spinners, and then I made a video showing the ones that I decided not to review, and these are the ones that I decided to review. I just want to quickly go over those. First we have this Rotibox spinner. I did just one spin test on each one of these to see roughly how quick they go. This one had a pretty good spin time, and it's a pretty nice spinner, so I decided to review that one. The next one is this Alquar copper fidget spinner, which is pretty nice. That one is going to get reviewed. This one is a kind of a generic forearm spinner, which seemed to go pretty nicely also, so I'm going to review that one. And this little BIOHAZZARD spinner, this is kind of a cheapo generic one, but it did get a pretty good spin time, which is the only reason I'm reviewing it. But I'm going to include that one in there as well. Then we got these two spinners, both by Stars, S-T-A-R-S-S. One is a 3-arm spinner and one a 2-arm spinner. We got this one, which is nice. And we got this nice little 2-arm spinner, which is also nice. Now I'm gonna put all these 6 fidget spinners through 6 trials for the spin test. They're all gonna get blasted 6 times with air for 8 seconds each. One like this, holding it this way, then another one flipped over, and then 2 vertically also. So they're going to get 2 spins like this, one that way and one this way, 2 spins like this, that way then that way, and 2 spins vertically, this way then this way. And then we'll come back with average spin times, and I'll give you my subjective ratings on these, and we'll find out which ones are the best. Alright, so now we're going to get on with the spin tests. I'll show you a few of those. Here goes the anchors. Okay, it's time to review these 6 fidget spinners. We just went through the spin tests. The first one I want to get out of the way is this little BIOHAZZARD symbol. It's not a bad little spinner. Got a pretty good spin time of 4 minutes and 50 seconds, which is very good actually. It does have a little wobble in it. Didn't get a very good subjective rating, only 3.67. It doesn't look that great or feel that great. It's not that great to spin with one hand, but it can be done. Perceived quality is pretty low. So the overall score was a 4.96, which qualifies it as kind of a yawn or pretty close to average. So that one That one costs $7.99 on eBay, weighs 41 grams. And for $7.99 it's not too bad, but nothing really special. Second one is this brass four-arm spinner. Got a really good average spin time of 5 minutes and 8 seconds on average. It did have a problem with being vertical. It didn't like, it slowed down quite fast when it was held vertically. So that contributed to the variability of the spin times and got it a nice penalty. The overall score was 6.1, which qualifies it as good. And the subjective rating was overall average was a 6.67. So this one costs $17.95 on eBay. A little bit too pricey, I'd say. It weighs 71 grams, but it's not too bad, and it's just a typical brass fidget spinner. All right. Next one is the Alquar Eagle Eye, which comes in this tin with a nice pouch and an extra bearing and a bearing key and some silica gel. For what, I don't know. But it's a nice little spinner. Didn't get the best spin time in the world, only an average spin time of 4.5 seconds basically. But that qualifies it as very good. The only problem I had with it really is that these little wings, which I guess are supposed to be the eagle's beak, your fingers do get stuck on those a bit. It got a nice subjective rating, good perceived quality of 7.5. The feel, because of the getting the fingers stuck, was only a 6.5, and the appearance, I think it looks pretty nice, so it got a 7.5 on that. The overall score was a 6.62, which qualifies it as good. So that one costs $44.99 on eBay. I think you can get it cheaper on Amazon. Weighs 73 grams and it's copper. Pretty nice for 44 bucks. Maybe a little bit too pricey. The next one is this Rotibox anchors. Got a very, very good spin time, an average spin time of 7 minutes 7 seconds. It was a little bit slower vertically than horizontally, but not too much. So the spin time was fantastic. The appearance, I gave it a 7, feel a 6, and the perceived quality a 7.5. So it got an overall score of 7.99, which is just slightly under superior. So this is a very nice spinner. It costs $47.99 on eBay. It weighs 80 grams, and that's a nice one to have. And the last two are both by Stars. I got the 3-arm spinner and the 2-arm spinner. The 3-arm spinner didn't get the greatest spin duration, only 4 minutes and 19 seconds on average. It didn't seem to matter which way it was held very much. The overall subjective score, a 6, and the overall score is 6.9, which qualifies it as good. Now the 2-arm spinner actually did better. It got an average spin time of 6 minutes and 16 seconds, a little bit slower vertically than horizontally, but it got a very good spin time of 6 minutes and 16 seconds on average. And the appearance, I think, was nice, and the feel was nice. Overall perceived quality was good also. So I got an average subjective rating of 7, which is a little bit higher than the tri-spinner, and I got a 7.5 overall, excuse me. So I qualified this one as very good. This would be a good one to carry around with you. It's kind of small, and it actually didn't weigh a lot less than the 3-arm spinner. The 3-arm spinner was 59 grams, and the 2-arm was 44 grams. So this was the one I prefer of the two. This one did have a little trouble with getting your fingers caught on these little projections again, and it has a couple of little sharp spots on it. So this one's little, I think the 2-arm is the better of the two. The 2-arm one cost $25.95, and the 3-arm, I'm sorry, the 3-arm cost $25.95, and the 2-arm cost $24.90 on eBay. And they're both silver color, but one has a matte finish and one has a shiny finish. But this one, overall score 7.5. And the Rotibox, the overall winner was the Rotibox with 7.99, but it was followed pretty closely by this one. And this one's a lot cheaper. So they're both on eBay. I've got links to all of them, but I would say this is the best one, and this one's just slightly under, but for a lot less money. So that's the end of this review, and the links should all be there for all of these products. They're all still available on eBay.